You're soft, you're sloppy. They calling me Pop. I'm rolling in bass, right
about
around,
making
beat up
this
your eye.
video,
Go for the
everybody.
cop.
My name is the Zack Attack. I am the master of the wrestling YouTube review videos. And you can't teach that. In this video right here, we'll be talking about Big Cass, who's 7 foot tall and just got future endeavored. And you can't teach that. Bada boom! With this unemployed guy in the womb, along with Enzo. How you doing? When it comes to Cass's status, there's only one word to describe it. I'm going to spell it out for you. F-I-R-E-D. Fired! Wow. Wow. I have the mighty have fallen with Big Cass. It was recently revealed about an hour or two ago that Big Cass just got fired, got released, and come to terms with his release. Big Cass, who's been with the company for over 7 years, spent his time in NXT as one half of the most popular tag team in NXT with Enzo Amore, who'd have thought both their individual careers as a team and solo careers in WWE main roster have gone down in flames. At least the difference is Big Cass was never accused of sexual assault, rape, and didn't put out any shitty ass rap songs like Enzo did. And I was a fan of these two guys. It's going to set how their careers ended up. And Big Cass, we thought he was up to, he had a couple bad lucks. You know, his weird heel turn last year, which is ironic that the release day, he got released on the 1 year anniversary that he got revealed as the mystery assailant who attacked Enzo all that time. That led up to their split on screen. And his feud against Enzo was, and it ended pretty tragically and abruptly when he got injured the night after SummerSlam. So when he came back in March, well, April after Mania, like, okay, you know, he was a decent little heel character, had to work a lot. But then I think some backstage politics came into play. As we would find out later, as he would go into his feud against Daniel Bryan and end up losing in short fashion with a submission, he like I said, basically got his ass kicked in 5 minutes. It became known as punishment. As we find out later, doing a segment the week before Backlash, Big Cass had a midget dressed up like Daniel Bryan. The whole setup he was doing, a big guy beats a great little guy every time. That's his thing. He had no dimensionality to his character. That's why people didn't like him. Because he didn't add any wrinkles to his character. In the D-Bryan feud, it got pretty sick pretty quickly. Especially when this segment came through with the midget dressed up as D-Bryan. The idea was Big Cass was only going to clothesline him. And that was it. Big Cass wanted to do a beatdown on the midget, but the Ring Brass wouldn't allow it. Well, Big Cass went against authority and beat up on the midget anyway because they thought he'd get heat out of it, which it did. Not only on screen with the fans, but also got him heat backstage. That like, made people believe his big push got demoted. He got squashed by D-Bryan at Backlash and actually had a decent performance at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view on Sunday. Had a good show against D-Bryan. You know, it's probably his best match yet. In the best match of the series. I'm glad that this feud is over. But like the Enzo feud that dragged on with Big Cass, this feud will end suddenly and abruptly with the release of Big Cass. Now, some would say the reasons why is because he was a bad source back, and I've heard backstage stories before about him. He and Enzo rubbed off each other the wrong way backstage, especially Enzo talking shit after he got released, saying that he never got in touch. He never talked to Big Cass again after he got hurt at the night of the SummerSlam. So there was some bad blood there. And I've also heard stories about Big Cass having his political views. You know, he might have been a Trump guy, from what I heard. And people were against his political views because he shoved down people's throats. So he was already kind of a bad influence backstage, but then he disobeyed authority, went against authority for a segment on SmackDown. And you got a recipe for disaster. Big Enzo would answer on Twitter, trolling Big Cass on Twitter, saying, "Living my best life." Hashtag how you doing? So whether you hated Big Cass or not, this is a sad situation to go under. He had such potential as a big guy, though. You know, he wasn't the best guy in the world, but he was good on the microphone, especially with Enzo. You know what I mean? Those two were like the best tag team, one of the best tag teams in NXT on a popularity scale. Not the best wrestlers in the world, but the charisma, the personality shown as a team. And they should have been NXT Tag Team Champions. They really blew the ball on that. But maybe some backstage stuff came around then. Especially, we all know Enzo was a character as well backstage. He was very well hated as well. So both guys kind of rubbed on each other on the backstage hatred on each guy. So there's that. They could have done so much more with Big Cass's character if they would have stuck him around. Even though his character was kind of bland, they could have revamped him if they gave him an opportunity to shine more and have a good feud that's not a stupid one like D-Bry, and not have a feud against a guy who's really popular in the company. It was like a lose-lose situation. You know, either bury D-Bry or have Big Cass lose to him when they're trying to build up this heel in Big Cass. And that experiment with D-Bry didn't work. And we thought, hey, we're going to move on and do stuff. And unfortunately, it's not happening. So big question is, where does Big Cass go from here? We saw what Enzo did. He just made shitty rap music. So if Big Cass does want to continue wrestling, of course, the big options would be either Ring of Honor, New Japan, or TNA. Impact. I say, stay away from Impact. Stay away from TNA. I know they're trying to rebuild, and they're getting some good people. Hey, Rich Swan's now there. Another guy who got fired from the WWE. And he's got a balding headline now, from what I've seen in pictures. I was supposed to go to his debut match because they taped Impacts in Canada recently. In Windsor, Canada, they have a connection with Border City Wrestling, so they were having a taping of a couple of shows on the campus of St. Clair College in Windsor. I was going to go to that, but I was booked with a DJ gig, so I wasn't able to make his debut match live in person. So I don't want Big Cass to go to TNA, but since so many people have gone on to TNA, especially now with Swan, another guy got fired for assault on a woman and bad things, who got released from WWE for doing bad things off screen to women and all that stuff. At least he didn't get wrongly accused like Enzo, but still he got accused anyway. But the charges were dropped when now he's in TNA. Big Cass will do okay at TNA. You know, like I said, they're rebuilding itself. You know, getting some good people, good booking guys with Don Callis now involved. So they're doing some good things from what I've been reading and seeing. Because I did go to a Border City Wrestling show that was a TNA event. And from what I saw, it was pretty good. It was better than that wall I went to in Detroit about a week later. It was sad. I even yelled at my wall review when I went to the wall in Detroit. I said, even a TNA show was better than wall. And then another logical step would be Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is getting big, despite the fact that he's blocking them from doing a short Madison Square Garden next year. Fuck you, Vince. Anywho, you know, they're growing, they're getting bigger and bigger. So I think Big Cass would be interesting to be in Ring of Honor. Hey, the Hurricanes just debuted for Ring of Honor. And Billy Ray's in Ring of Honor. So, but no matter what Big Cass does, hopefully be treated better in the company, and he'll also not only be treated better, but also he'll treat everybody else better and put his ego aside. You know, like I said, he got a little bit of an ego, as well as Enzo. They're both very unliked in the locker room because they have big egos backstage. We'll see if Big Cass's ego gets diminished or not. With this whole situation now with him getting fired for the WWE. I didn't want to wait till next Monday to make a video. Gotta make this thoughts on this release. Said it happened. But I hate to say this, to quote every single press release about a wrestler getting fired, getting future endeavored. The reason why we say that, because at the end of that statement, it always says, we wish them the best in their future endeavors. That's why we always say, when someone gets fired, they don't just get fired or released. We say they got future endeavored. So, but wish the best to Big Cass though. So with that being said, that's my thoughts on this situation. With that in mind, you've been attacked. But the thoughts from Zach. See you later. Bye bye.